Hello, here I am going to show you the muscles of arm. Arm has two compartments, anterior or flexor compartment and posterior or extensor compartment. So first we will discuss anterior compartment. So this is an anterior compartment, and here I am going to show you the specimen of left arm. So before we discuss the muscles of anterior compartment, let me show you the coracoid process. So this is a coracoid process. Here we can palpate the coracoid process, and it provides attachment to three muscles. So tip of coracoid process provides origin to short head of biceps. So this is the short head of biceps, and also to the coracobrachialis. So this muscle is coracobrachialis muscle, and it also provides insertion to pectoralis minor. So this is a pectoralis minor muscle. Now coming to the muscles of anterior compartment of arm. So there are three muscles: biceps, coracobrachialis and brachialis muscle. So this muscle is the biceps, having fusiform belly. Then this muscle is coracobrachialis, which is a short muscle present in the upper part, and deep to the lower part of biceps we can see brachialis. So this is a brachialis muscle. Now coming to the attachments. First, biceps. Biceps has two heads, long head and short head. So this is a long head of biceps which lies laterally, and this is a short head which lies medially. Now origin. Long head of biceps arises from supraglenoid tubercle or scapula, and peculiarity of origin is the origin of long head of biceps is intracapsular. Then short head, it arises from lateral part of tip of coracoid process. Both the heads fuse to form fusiform belly, and in lower part it forms tendon. So here we can see the tendon of biceps. Now insertion. The biceps tendon is inserted on posterior surface of radial tuberosity. Also, medial side of the tendon of biceps, it provides or it gives an expansion. This is called as bicipital aponeurosis. The bicipital aponeurosis, it passes downwards and medially, and it gets fused with the deep fascia of a forearm, through which it is attached to the ulna. Now coming to the action of biceps. Biceps is a strong supinator, especially with flexed elbow. Therefore it is also called as supinator major muscle. Then it causes flexion of elbow joint. Then short head of biceps, it is weak flexor of arm, and long head of biceps prevents upward displacement of head of humerus during overhead abduction. Now coming to the next muscle, that is coracobrachialis. So this is a coracobrachialis muscle. It arises from medial part of tip of coracoid process. Then it runs downwards and laterally towards humerus, and it is inserted on middle 5 cm of medial border of humerus. So this is a coracobrachialis muscle. The peculiarity of coracobrachialis is it is pierced by musculocutaneous nerve. So this is a musculocutaneous nerve piercing coracobrachialis muscle. Action of coracobrachialis is it is a weak flexor of arm. The next muscle is brachialis. So this muscle is brachialis, and it arises from lower halves of anterolateral and anteromedial surface of humerus, and it is inserted. It passes through the floor of cubital fossa. So this is a brachialis muscle. It passes through the floor of cubital fossa, and it is inserted on anterior surface of coronoid process of ulna and ulnar tuberosity. The action of brachialis is flexion of elbow joint. Now coming to the nerve supply. Nerve of anterior compartment of arm is musculocutaneous nerve. Musculocutaneous nerve supplies all the three muscles of flexor compartment of arm, that is biceps brachii, coracobrachialis and brachialis. In addition to that, brachialis also gets fibers from radial nerve. So brachialis is hybrid muscle having double nerve supply, motor supply from musculocutaneous nerve, and proprioceptive sensations are carried via radial nerve. So this is musculocutaneous nerve. It is a branch of lateral cord of the brachial plexus having root value C5, C6, C7. This nerve enters the arm by piercing coracobrachialis. So here it is piercing. This is a coracobrachialis and musculocutaneous nerve is piercing coracobrachialis. And after piercing coracobrachialis, this nerve passes downwards and laterally, okay, between biceps and brachialis. Here we can see musculocutaneous nerve, and just above the bend of elbow, it pierces a deep fascia and becomes cutaneous and continues as lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm. So musculocutaneous nerve, it is muscular in arm and cutaneous in forearm. So it gives muscular branches to these three muscles of anterior compartment of arm, and then it continues as lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm, which supplies the skin of lateral side of the front of forearm from elbow to the wrist. Now coming to the posterior compartment of arm. In posterior compartment of arm, there is only one muscle, that is triceps, which has three heads: long head, lateral head and medial head. So here just I am reflecting the deltoid muscle to show you the heads. This is the long head of triceps, this is lateral head of triceps, and medial head lies deep to these two heads. Now attachments. Long head of triceps arises from infraglenoid tubercle of scapula. The lateral head arises from a ridge which is present on posterior surface of humerus above the radial groove, and medial head arises from the posterior surface of humerus below the radial groove. Now insertion. The triceps is inserted on posterior part of superior surface of olecranon process, and few deep fibers of the triceps are inserted also on capsule of the elbow joint. Now actions of triceps. The triceps helps in extension of the elbow joint. Then long head of triceps supports the shoulder joint from below during overhead abduction, and the fibers of the triceps which are inserted on the capsule, they are called as articularis cubiti muscle. So they prevent nipping of a capsule during the extension of the elbow joint. So these are the actions. Now supply. Triceps is supplied by radial nerve, which is the thickest branch of brachial plexus. So this was all about muscles of arm. If you like my dissection videos, do subscribe and share. Thank you.